my choice is made.
I surely hope your bloodshed's going well, and long that there shall be no end to it. I am, as ever, here to serve your benefit.
Again, I sensed some sort of shifting in your father's residence. You seek to ask something of me about it, do you not? Respond.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It's just my mother, we're reaching out to the Olympians, trying to reconnect the family. It's been a while, relatively, since she and father saw the others, but in case a gathering occurs, I did wish you to know you're cordially invited too.
Cordially invited? A generous proposal, son of Hades. Though unless your gathering is to occur within my space, please understand it would be difficult for me to bring the full entirety of my presence there. However, I think I can arrange to be with you in some capacity. Thank you.
A curse of chaos has expired.
Why, hello, Zach. Fancy running into you, though there's no need to work yourself so hard, you hear me, yeah? I reckon this should take the edge right off.
Shattered that. Okay, I think I'm ready. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message, and I hope it finds you well, Lady Aphrodite.
Why, this is something, dearest. Such an enigmatic message you have sent. How positively captivating. I must know what it says. It bears the marks of others on Olympus, so perhaps we ought to share some common knowledge on the subject,
Let's hear it.
Murder? Murder.
DC4는 막걸리야.
The others flew off.
We'll have you racing out of here in no time, cuz.
Hey, nice of you to visit us, Your Royal Majesty. For you.
Well, I, for one, sure hope this works. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message for you in all your splendor, Lord Uncle Zeus.
My, what is this you have for me, young man? Appears to be a message of some sort, bearing my thunder sigil. Though there's one for everybody on Olympus, have they as yet received their own? I must know what it says. It's from your father. Who else can it be? I better check on this.
Hi there.
Death is inevitable.
아, 길어야나.
I can't stay long, so how about we get this business over with? All of you, prepare to die again.
Hope you don't mean me.
오이나 되기.
Stay out of the way.
Why, hello, Lenny. What have you been up to since I last destroyed your multitude of heads? Good, no more heads.
아, 뭐라.
Whichever god I don't pick
아,
will be
꼬리가.
pleased.
얘나 넣지 뭐.
How thoughtful.
Why, nephew, is this all some sort of jest to you? It isn't one that I appreciate.
Sorry, Lord Zeus.
아프나.
Now, no need to hold such grudges any longer, I suppose. But you just mind yourself around your Uncle Zeus.
Isn't fear for the weak, my friend?
We've a guest.
You've become quite the talk of all Elysium of late.
お前らずっとイチャイチャしない。
Thanks for this. Should help keep me going.
I think for many of us, dearest, it can come as a surprise to learn that love and war often go hand in hand. Opposite forces, yet this connects them, doesn't it? The fiercest passions of gods and mortals. Isn't that right, Lord Ares?
Mortals are so bent on clinging to their lives that many of them would gladly kill for it. A surge of emotion which they feel. One passion is no different from another, Lady Aphrodite, dear.
やっぱり息が合うなお前ら。
Gentlemen.
Come forth, blackguard, and you shall soon be crushed under the massive wheels of the finest chariot the world has ever known.
You only have that chariot because of me, you know. It's all because of a condition of the Pact of Punishment. Nothing you did or earned, so drop the act.
What? You claim to be my benefactor, when in truth you are my figuratively mortal enemy? I'll do the chariot equivalent of trample you.
長期戦になりそうで嫌なよね。死ね。うっとうしい。
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a bit.
After deliberating briefly, Cerberus concludes that yes, he shall accept the sack.
Bye for now, boy. Father.
Perhaps the blasted fates shall favor me for once.
It's reloading.
You're surely needed elsewhere, Megara.
よし。
Were it not for all my wretched kin upon Olympus, you...
オリンポスの神々が手出しをするゲームやろ。
Again, you...
Say hi to Hypnos for me. In my father's name.
まあまあね。
The clever-minded prince again eluded certain death, up to a certain point, but then, predictably, made one of his fatal mistakes again.
Oh no!
もう具体的に言わへんようになってきたね。その致命的な過ちっていうのもな。
Wonder if I can get out even faster.
Hello? Welcome to the House of Hades.
もういいもういい。
Boy, go and instill some fear in those wretches out there, would you?
Cerberus acknowledges the prince with an affection tempered well with time. Let your instincts take over while you're out there.
喋ることなくなったんやな。目的果たしたから。
Hello. Mother Nyx told me you restored the eldest sigil, Zagreus. I couldn't believe that was your doing. What you did, it meant a lot to her.
It was my pleasure. Say, did Nyx ever let on to you of her relationship with Chaos at any point?
No, not everyone is quite as sharing as you are, Zag, nor as inclined to pry. But still, in this case, sounds like it worked out. So thank you, if she hasn't said as much.
Least I could do for all she's done for me. Work approved. There's not much on the menu in the lounge, but maybe this will help.
Indeed.
なるほど。
You broke free. It pleases me that you and Megara have come to deeply understand each other, child. I must admit to you, it was my hope that you and she were capable of this result.
You're pleased we're together, Nyx. I thought you'd be concerned that such relationships distract from work responsibilities and such, although I'm grateful to have your approval.
I have no fear that Megara shall be distracted, child. Besides, Such matches are more likely to inspire and to spur greater accomplishment, although the greater sense of contentment tends to be a sufficient end unto itself.
Thanks. Should check the garden.
Excellent work, my son.
So, Mother, all the pomegranates around here, those are your doing?
Not a lot of fruit trees take to this environment, my son. Though there's something about pomegranates. Maybe it's that their seeds so resemble the gemstones your father liked so much. Or that they don't need much water.
Fruit trees, huh? I grew up around all these palms and never thought much of it. Are there many other types of fruit trees on the surface, then?
Well, I suppose there are a few. But I like pomegranates most of all.
I like them too.
Hey, Prince! I saw that Orpheus. He got some time away. Did you do that? He's visiting his Minos, that's what he said. That's so exciting. I mean, they've been separated the whole time they've been dead.
They have a lot of catching up to do for sure. Though I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, you did it!
The dead have utterly no use for sustenance, although they try to feast upon it anyway, as though imagining the customs of the mortal life brings them some sense of peace.
I wish I did not know that. Prophecy fulfilled. Lady Aphrodite, showing me favor. Here's the fee. The head chef certainly is going to need a place to safely care for all the fish I've been hauling in.
Last that I checked, this was not Poseidon's domain.
Ah, you did it, boyo. Reward's right over there. Hooray, you did it, pal.
What'd I get?
Huzzah!
What in blazes?
I just knew you had it in you, pal. Enjoying your new prize? Pack the punishment, smack the punishment, no problem. Know what I mean? Of course, that was just the easy one you got there. Pretty sure I could have got that one myself.
Wait, just so I understand, I literally toiled through hell and back, and my reward is just a statue of you. Don't get me wrong, it's lovely, it's just... I don't know what I expected.
Look, boyo, there was a little mix-up when we put in the request for that thing, see? I told him to make something that'll make me look good with my sources, and anyway, that's how it all turned out. The other ones turned out much better, though, you'll see.
I'll temper my expectations just in case. What could go wrong? Lady Artemis. Found you, Huntress. Here, in the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Especially for you, Lady Artemis.
Some kind of special message for me. Oh, looks like there's one for everybody on Olympus, then. Felt rather special for a moment there, and now you're making me check in with all the others. Great.
I find that it is difficult maintaining my connection with many consciousnesses, such as yours and that of the goddess Nyx. Yet I am also finding that this difficulty is fully warranted. Our connections give me much to consider as I await our next exchange.
Thank the gods.
Hey, Zag, how is life? You're hanging in there, yeah? I reckon maybe we could raise a glass here to your health, but then I thought, no, wait, I can do a little more than that. So here we go.
The low cunning of your lifeless enemies is not a match for your divine might.
You chose correctly, Zagreus.
I'm disappointed you would spurn me like this, cousin. Know that I retaliate not out of spite, but by necessity.
She won't let this go.
let's continue on already, Zagreus. There isn't any point in feuding, and there's much to do before your quest is done.
Thanatos.
Pardon the interruption. This one is off the record, Zagreus. Come on. Together, like last time.
We have this. Oh, good.
Murder. Murder. Murder.
DC 번호多いな.
Not yet. Hope she won't be back anytime soon. A boon.
What's going on there, boss? Are things all right?
Hope Mother knows what she's doing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Lady Demeter, this is for you.
What's all of this, young Zagreus? A message of some sort for me indeed. I can't decipher it, although it bears the marks of my two foster brothers here. And, well, it seems we'd better compare notes.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say. Enough.
I sense another furious battle here awaits us, Short One. Although you're more inquisitive than usual.
Oh, it's just... I have an odd request. You see, the god of slumber, Hypnos, colleague of mine, huge fan. He's in desperate need of your autograph. Little personalized message. I don't suppose you'd be so kind. It'd mean a lot to him.
리치기야나.
Autograph. I see. Then it appears there are such gods as favor me. I will inscribe a bit of parchment for your colleague then.
야사신.
The god-forsaken Minotaur impresses then upon a parchment a brief message to the god of sleep, and gives it to the favor-asking prince.
No,
Short One, that this favor is for you, and not for Hypnos. Though he may challenge me himself at any time.
Shall we get started then?
I yield.
Got you, Asterius.
Upon my faith, you'll take not one more step toward the light of day. Now, Hellspawn.
That'll do.
I bet that Charon has to be the life of every feast you have down there with such a personality. Am I not right about that, man?
Cerberus again accepts the sack.
I owe you one, boy.
40回近くクリアしてるかな。さすがにな。飽きるやろ。俺も飽きてるもん。
Nice night, no?
It grew distinctly colder just as you arrived. So Demeter has been in contact with you then. That witch. Tell me how much she knows.
What? I don't... Wait, this everlasting winter, it's her doing, isn't it? Why? Don't mortals die when it's cold? Sounds like a lot of extra work for you.
Then you are ignorant. Keep it that way with her, lest you risk everything you understand. The consequences would be far worse than a foul stretch of weather. But enough talk now. Darkness.
Meg, help!
Really, Zagreus?
Megara,
Yay.
I have to go.
I owe you
逃
one.
げたな。
Again, you have defeated me somehow.
めちゃめちゃ楽やったな。
And yet, you fought well.
Goodbye, Father. In the name of someone very sore right now. Found you.
Having somehow defeated Grim Lord Hades in a thrilling fight, Prince Zagreus discovers it was all a dream. A rather deadly nightmare, actually. Ah!
さあ、これでラストか。エピローグ見れるのか。
Hey, Hypnos. This is for all the well-meaning advice you've given me. A little something from a certain double-bladed axe-wielding, bull-headed, oversized monster of a man you admire.
What's this? It's kind of hard to read the handwriting. It says, "No way. To Hypnos, my biggest fan. Stay vigilant. Asterius. There's even a little picture of a bull. Wow. Wow!"
アステリウス大好きやな、これ。
Enjoy it, Hypnos. Mother.
Zagreus.
It's done, Mother. Father, the invitations. Personally sent to everyone with whom I've been in contact. So what do we do now?
Excellent, Zagreus. Congratulations, Hades. On a job well done.
Persephone, how can you be so certain your request was executed to your satisfaction?
It's known as trust, Hades. Or faith. They're similar. Try one sometime. It'll be good for you. As for what we do next, why, we've a great big feast we must prepare.
This house is not a suitable location for such guests. Dionysus alone shall bring ruin to this place. Or... the faith thing that you said.
Yes, good. Now then, we have a lot of work to go around. So why don't we call everyone on staff and let them in on this, and dole out suitable responsibilities, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thus did all of Olympus journey deep into the underworld, all together for the very first time. The Queen Persephone revealed herself in all her splendor, much to their surprise, and told them everything she indicated to her son. She eloped with Grim Lord Hades, she said, mothering a fire-stepping prince who sought to reconnect with his extended family. Hades and Persephone at first refused his wish, but so moved were they by his relentless struggles to the surface that at last they decided to heed their willful Zagreus and reach out, for his and everybody's sake. The Olympians listened to all this in stunned silence. Then Zeus himself began to laugh. "Welcome back into the family," he said. After the shock subsided, the festivities began.
I say, big brother, you and your better half put on a positively smashing night. It's a relief for all of us, knowing Persephone is safe and sound. And mother to as noble of a son as my good nephew there. Well, little brother, the Queen and I, in turn, appreciate you all taking time out of your doubtless busy lives to come all this distance to my house. I'm certain it is very modest in comparison to Mount Olympus, but I trust that you were suitably entertained. Oh, of course, Hades. Now then, farewell, and let us keep in better touch from here. Farewell indeed, Lord Zeus.
When finally the great feast ended, all the Olympians returned to their mountain abode, fully satisfied. As for the house of Hades, It required thorough cleansing, from the rafters to the floor. Such revelry, of course, is unbecoming of the name of Hades, and the fearsome reputation of the underworld. For if mortals were to have no fear of death, then they would have no fear of anything at all. A well-kept family secret, then, this would live on to be.
いいよ、おめでとう。
I'd say that went about as well as could have been expected. And the cleanup wasn't all that bad. For the most part.
Well, fortunate Uncle Zeus seemed to catch on right away and went along with it. But this whole elaborate tale you spun... I remember how hurt I felt when I found out Father lied to me about you. Now we're lying to Olympus. What if they find out? Even if they don't, I don't like it.
Zagreus, I may not be an expert, but here's what I've come to understand about how families work. At least our own. The thing is, how we speak to one another is even more important than the words we use. I think, deep down, everyone in our family knows this.
You're saying they all knew you weren't being perfectly honest and went along with it anyway. I guess the pomegranate thing in particular was a bit of a stretch.
The common ground in our family is that we want peace. Besides Ares, though even he would rather the conflict occur elsewhere. That elaborate tale, it's less a deception and more a concession. A way of saying, let's move on from the past and start anew. No hard feelings.
You don't have hard feelings? What about Father? What about Demeter?
Well, let's see. My hard feelings are nothing next to the joy of having my son in my life. Your father never imagined his relationship with me could be out in the open. And my mother, she's just glad I'm alive.
And Uncle Zeus is glad things didn't turn out worse for him. I get the sense he acts a bit impulsively at times and deals with the consequences later.
What can I tell you, Zagreus? We're family. You said it yourself to me before. We're stuck with one another. That any of us like each other in the slightest. It's a wonder and a blessing, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Thanks, Mother. Think I'll be heading out again soon. See you when I get back.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
はあ、やっと終わった。終わったというのかなんていうのか。やりたいことやれた。
Dusa, I was thinking that this batch of ambrosia ought to hold the lounge over for quite a while. Keep things livelier for everyone. And please take a bottle for yourself, won't you? As a token of my affection.
Oh, you said your affection, huh? Wow. I really like you also, Zagreus. I liked you from the start. You were so different from your father and Miss Nix, I could just tell, but... Wait, what am I saying? I am such a dummy. You're just being friendly with me, right?
あれ、ほっぺたって赤くなってたっけ?
I would be more than that if it pleased you. You're very wonderful, and you light up this house. But I would never risk our friendship, so if this is where we draw the boundary, please, just let me know.
Wait. Did you just say I'm wonderful?
I did indeed. And I'm glad to get it off my chest, if you must know. Though, what about you? How do you feel?
I never thought you'd have those kinds of feelings for somebody like me. It's really nice to hear. It makes me feel complete. But, Zagreus, I don't know if I can be what you need. I mean, wait, you weren't just being nice to me for all this time because...
What? No, Dusa, of course not. why is it so damn difficult to share one's feelings with somebody else? I don't want to ruin what we have. If only you could see what's in my heart.
Oh, I was just checking. Don't feel bad, okay? You don't seem capable of hiding what's in your heart. And I mean that in the best possible way. I'm so happy. It's just, all this is a lot, and I'm on duty right now, but see you soon.
See you soon.
これでデューサーとのイベントも終わったか。
How's that knife set working out?
The stalwart casks of wine within the House of Hades now are almost entirely devoid of content, having bravely stood against the combined thirst of the Olympians during a certain feast.
They fought bravely, but Lord Dionysus was too strong.
At last. You and my son. It pleases me to see the two of you have grown so close of late. Thanatos has always led a solitary life. He never would complain of it, and yet, I know he yearned for closeness in his way.
Thank you, Nix. I think we each have harbored feelings for each other for some time. We've finally been true about them.
Then in this, you each achieved what you desired. I ask that you take care of my dear son. I often fear that he shall work himself too hard.
Oh, he's all right. Though I'll be sure to keep an eye on him.
Then very well.
Still can't get over our gift from the Olympians. It's glorious.
A majestic gilded edifice of Mount Olympus, crafted with the utmost care from the true mountain stone, now shines forever brightly, even in the dim light of the House of Hades, as a parting gift from the Lord Master's kin.
The handiwork of Lord Hephaestus himself. Sounds like he's been rather busy.
Please keep me well apprised of all of your incredible achievements, Zagreus.
You take care.
Fight like I'd fight out there.
Your mother's very clever, Zagreus. I always thought you got that from your father. Now I'm not so sure. So all is well with the Olympians again?
For now, I think it is. But you know how they are. How we all are, I guess.
Huh. Yes, indeed. Well then, I guess enjoy it while it lasts, as mortals sometimes say. I'll see you out there.
Bye, Than. We're all very proud of you, boy. You were so well behaved at the feast. I was worried sick one uncle or the other was going to set you off at some point, but you were patience incarnate. Thanks for helping show our extended family a good time.
How infernal Cerberus, the Hound of Hell, managed to maintain civilized behavior throughout the duration of the recent feast remains a mystery to all who attended.
So
I think...
これかな。最後はな。これに挑戦だけして終わろうかな。
Let's go with this. If my father can be even more frustrating, that's something I have to see.
Oh, you are in for it now, boy.
うわ、怖っ。
That definitely came to pass. We're one big happy family. No issues whatsoever. I guess it is a pretty decent statue. Skelemius.
You must have had yourself a real bash with all those fancy gods and stuff. Could hear all the festivity from all the way out here. How was it, pal?
It went better than expected, all in all. I hope you didn't feel left out. It was a pretty limited guest list. Kind of a diplomatic mission, I would say. Not quite as good a time as it might have sounded from the outside.
Oh, don't you even worry about me there, pal. I much prefer the solitary life. And besides, when things are good for you, they're good for me. Glad everything worked out.
Same here.